And we are back on the WHHI-TV Daily News. Well, there is an exciting new charter school coming to St. Helena, and it is Sea Islands Heritage Academy, and the founder and Executive Director, Alana Jenkins, is here to talk to us about it. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so this is really an exciting thing. You got me very excited about it right before we started filming.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about the academy.
Yeah, so Sea Islands Heritage Academy, we were authorized to open last spring, and we are a place-based public charter school serving grades 6 through 12, right? And your question before was like, what is place-based?
Yeah.
And that's a question that we get really often.
Sure.
And it's really thinking about education being rooted in the community, right? Making sure that instruction is relevant, that students are getting out into nature, into the reason that we are all here, right?
Yeah.
And really learning from their surroundings.
Yeah.
We really believe that we want students to know who they are, to know where they're going, right? And so our program's really going to focus on that.
And I just love that, and again, before we started filming, you said like a science class is going to be on the water.
Exactly, right?
And
like,
how great is that?
Right, we are here, all of us, because of something that drew us, but for a lot of us, it's the nature. Yeah. It's what's happening around us in the natural world. And so we have like incredible partners like the Department of Natural Resources and like Gullah farmers who allow for us to really get into the dirt, right? And really have students appreciate our local environment.
Well, and I think at those ages, those grades in particular, it's so important to have them interested and excited about what they're doing so we don't lose them.
That's why we're starting at middle school, right?
Yeah.
Like we get a lot of questions like, why don't you start with the babies? Well, when kids are in elementary school, they want to be teachers, they want to learn, they want to be in the world, right? School is fun, and then something happens, right? And we are really here to address that. And we address that with both relevant instruction and both personalized education. So each student is gonna have almost like an advisor that follows them through their middle school experience, so grades 6, 7, 8. And then they get a new advisor in grades 9, 10, 11, 12.
Nice.
So you have somebody who is your person who is going to make sure that you're getting along as you need to.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And I know that you really wanted to make sure that, I know you already mentioned the DNR, but you wanted to make sure that we talked about the massive support that you've got.
Yes. Nationally and locally, we've been really, really fortunate to have supporters from organizations like Charter School Growth Fund, which is a national organization funded by the Walton Family Foundation, as well as places like New Schools Venture Fund that focuses on innovative school models, right? And thinking outside of the box on how to educate students. We also have support from Coastal Community Foundation, one of the larger supporters in the region. And all of this to say, this is a need, and there are people who are excited about contributing to the tune of like $1.3 million in 2 years, right?
Fantastic. Good for you.
Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about that, though, the thinking out of the box. We've got about a minute and a half left, but what is your background and what made you say, okay, we need this and this is what I want it to look like?
Yeah, so there's two parts to that question. The first thing is really, how did I get here as an educator, right? So I spent the last decade and a half or so in public charter schools in New York City, really learning about data-driven instruction and how to support learners at all levels, right? But the reason that I'm here in Beaufort, South Carolina right now is because my grandfather was born in Whitehall, right? About 35 miles from St. Helena Island.
Right.
It's my home, right? And I want people to be drawn here. I want for students to feel like this could be a place where they can thrive, both in the moment as a child and long-term in the future.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you're opening the doors next July.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And that will start with grades 6 and 7, and then it'll kind of grow organically from there.
Exactly, right? We're going to be adding a grade each year after we start at 6th and 7th next July.
And so, in our last 30 seconds, if somebody is excited about the school as I am, I wish I could go back to middle school. How do they get in touch with you to enroll?
Yeah, you can get in touch with us on our Facebook and our Instagram, or you can go directly to our website. Our website is Sea Islands with an S, heritageacademy.org. And there, it's a wealth of information. That's where you can apply, learn more information, and learn how you can support.
Excellent. And it is open to all students.
All students, right? We are a state authorized charter school. So that means that you can come from Charleston, you can even come from Columbia if you wanted to. We wouldn't offer transportation, but if they can get there.
Excellent. Well, Alana, so nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you as well.
And I wish you great success. It sounds like a great program.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And we'll be back in a moment, so stay with us.